And now, live from the Steel Twins recording studio in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, it's your boys and the troop, the Cannonball, the Cannon, the Steel Twins. Hello, everybody. Salutations and greetings, or is it greetings and salutations? I get those mixed up. It's Monday night, and you know what that means.
That's right. It's voice acting night, baby.
Yep. And we will continue down the rabbit hole, can we even call it at that point, that is known as the Monstrous Turnabout. So with us, as always, Madison Warren in the upper left.
Hey.
Misty Jin. Yep, Misty Jin on the upper right.
Salutations and greetings.
And hiding in the background, the multi-talented Keyblade Sonic.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
So, and Maddie's joined our stream. Hi, twins and voice actors.
Evening, twins and voice actors. Yes, Maddie.
Yeah.
Our best supporter there ever was.
Well,
okay.
I got an idea. I got a way around this. So, let me just go ahead and log into Twitch real quick. No, it's the Steel Twins. So, Package, while I'm doing this, why don't you wrap everybody up and
So apparently, Apollo Justice and crew are trying to defend Mayor Damien Tenma, who stands accused of murdering the Alderman Rex Scooby. And of course, prosecutor Simon Blackwell plays so many games of Simon Says. It's like a children's playground or whatever. I can't even describe that. And it comes to the point where, okay, now the defense had come up with a consensus that the killer was dressed up as Tenma Taro, fled the manor, and flew out the window. That's what their assertion is, even as we speak. And after a few words and back and forths, Detective Fulbright finally tases Prosecutor Blackwell on his shackles, and it came to the consensus that it is time to do a little more investigation.
Okay, so it was a greeting so nice I had to say it twice. So there we go. I can chat within the app now, and I wonder if that is why we're having trouble with Facebook, but I'm not worried.
No, me neither.
Actually, let me see. That was fine. So, now that we've got everybody in line and ready to go with all the, hopefully these are the worst technical difficulties we will find tonight. So, with that in mind, there's only one thing left to do. So, we really like these the Ghost Orange Creamsicle energy drinks. I think they're a little bit more mellow than Bang and Monster. Yeah, monsters you're just asking for trouble with that. In my humble opinion, yours may differ. But if you have a cap to your bottle or a pin on your drink, you go ahead and pull that pin back or twist that cap off. Hey, Cannon, what time is it?
It's time to hydrate.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Ready to go.
Yes, indeed.
With that in mind, let's
This has truly been one of the weirdest cases we've ever done, and I mean, part of me is here for it, and part of me is like, huh, what other wacky turns and twists are we gonna find? So the trial's been suspended because both parties have come up with plausible explanations for what happened, and the judge has ordered both the prosecution and the defense to further their investigations, and this part 3 here is what we're going to dive into.
And those of you watching in the chat, feel free to share with us your stream watching experience, skips or blackouts, whatever. Let us know. Other than that, I think you guys are doing just fine. We're doing just fine here. Meanwhile, investigation day 2.
So we are just about ready to begin once again with the monstrous turnabout.
Time to earn your bread, Justice.
Indeed.
So away we go. Let's see. Here we go. April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Wright Anything Agency.
Yeah, anything to calm down.
Having a yokai testify in court is
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented to say the least.
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Because he's acting.
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit.
Yep, there she
Wait, what about the investigation?
Well, as long as you know how to handle yourself.
Whoa, Trucy, welcome back.
Here she is. Okay, here we go.
I can't see.
Oh, you're in a strange outfit. Back from work?
So can you not see the PlayStation screen?
I can see it, but it's
Oh, it's slow. Okay.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, indeed. So look at all this stuff on the that stuff on the wall too.
Yeah, I mean, look at all that. There's this floating spaghetti and
How does that work anyway?
I don't know.
Anyway,
good question. Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on.
What new magic trick? Could it be like, I don't know, No, I don't want to talk about it.
I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I guess you could say that.
I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did, that was the Timintaro that Mr. Flinch and Jixie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
The real fight starts right now.
Oh yeah, it's time to fight. Oh, wait a minute, but
Yeah, there's Phoenix's head.
Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear.
Oh man. That's a familiar sight.
Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties.
Yep, here we go again.
Oh boy.
I thought we were done with that.
Guess not. I wonder where all that
You never
stuff
forget
goes.
your panties.
Was that?
I say you never throw out good paintings.
No, you don't. Well, especially if they, if they're important for your props.
Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vámonos, Apollo, vámonos.
Epa, epa.
April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber.
What is that twinkling thing on the ground? That's bugging me.
Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt. So...
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him. But we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know the Tenmatara impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside,
Remix.
Run it back, y'all. The killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Fox chamber through the air vent here.
I was like, I figured that out all on my own.
Then, went back through the air duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting.
Here's an
You
angel.
going up there, I ain't going up there.
Yeah, right.
That's right. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job.
I'm surprised they didn't get into an argument of whether it was a ladder or a step ladder.
Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing.
Don't light a match. Just kidding.
There's a thick layer of dust in here. Oof. I don't get it.
Oh, there's nothing in there, is there?
Nah, I don't think so.
Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust.
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what did you find?
Probably bupkis.
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... Oh, no one's going through that air duct lately.
Kinda looks that way.
Oof. Oh, there you go.
And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the killer.
But...
If we don't turn things around quickly...
In justice we trust. Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Ugh. And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on.
Let me suffer in peace.
Justice prevails once more. Which one?
It's not over yet. And besides, Kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do.
Are you calling me a bad guy?
Pretty much.
Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information about the investigation? All right, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
Is it lagging for anybody else, or is it just me?
I know it was lagging for Misty a
me too.
while back. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any
No,
alerts.
nothing out of the ordinary here.
Thank goodness for that.
Okay. We did it, Apollo.
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
All right. Well, I want to move around a little. Not move. I want to.
Let's
Well,
talk.
I guess we can't move, so let's talk. The investigation.
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai, he really wants a conviction at all costs.
Nice pronunciation on yokai, by the
Yeah,
way.
great.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad.
Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed. Yeah, he'll probably just write Dotard 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside Kyubi Manor.
Wait, that isn't the stuff Tamataro was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. Yeah, look at that. Ms. Tenma, no doubt, tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way. Well, what about Prince?
Nope, no prints. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prince or no prince, it's not gonna work in our favor.
I'm gonna change gears with Fulbright here.
Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion.
Maybe it makes that jangly sound everybody was talking about.
But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tamataro get it from?
Yeah. The Amazing Ninetails.
Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetails?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetails sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The Amazing Ninetails' fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestler hero was murdered.
Yeah, that would cause a riot.
They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetails?
Because remember what we said last time.
Yeah.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life.
Yeah, ask Rey Mysterio.
Is it? He never masks himself in front of others.
Yeah, no, not voluntarily anyway.
You have to rip it out off his face to actually humiliate him.
Yep. Common all the time in Mexico.
But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks.
Yeah, I mean, it draws big money down there.
Yeah, you know it does. Wonder how much one of those masks cost.
Depends on where you're getting it from.
Especially if it's custom made.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could ever suffer.
Exactly. And like I said before, ask, not just Rey Mysterio. I'm talking like Psychosis or Ray Phoenix or even Pentagon Jr.
Well, thank goodness he kept his.
And that's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
What a mark.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
I love you for that, Keyblade. What a mark.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but her client?
Oh, yeah.
You be careful. You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure 4 leg lock.
Woo! Woo! Styling profiling. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity.
I don't think that's possible with that hair, brother.
Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." Oh, he's still doing the demon gimmick
Oh my goodness.
and other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know. Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids?
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom from Mr. Wright while we're there.
Well, that's what we're waiting for. Let's go.
Yep, back to the agency.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Charge! April 18th, Wright Anything Agency.
Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on exorcisms.
Yeah, think of Dahlia Hawthorne on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I see the Phoenix's hat and Phoenix's camera on that trophy.
Yep, the photo of Zach Gramry up on the mantle there.
Yes.
Hey, what's up with you guys?
What's up with us? I'll tell you what's up with us. We're still trying to dig up our investigation, and we ain't got none.
The second part just loaded. I'm waiting for it. You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff, and the only way is down.
Well, did you have a parachute or a jacket?
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too. Bound and gagged?
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, that feeling must be traumatizing, if you ask me.
I don't know. It's well, just remember when it's always darkest before the dawn. Remember that.
Ooh, monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here too.
Mr. Wright,
How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened?
Let's talk
Let's
to him.
talk to him. Our defense. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least.
I know. I never had to defend a yokai before.
That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room.
Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed.
Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
Great question indeed.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Remember that. I think you'll be hearing that. I think you'll be hearing that line a lot.
It's sound advice, too.
Yeah.
Force a smile?
Yeah. My mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade.
Mia Fey.
She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck.
Return to the basics?
That's right. Always believe in your client no matter what happens.
Damn right, son.
That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon.
The basics. Always believe in your client, huh?
Let me just take a quick peek in the court record here. So we have the diagrams, the statue, the crime photo, the mask, the gloss, Jinxie's statement. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they passed each other at a bend in the hall as he made for the foyer. He was carrying a staff-like implement that jingled. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. Well, didn't she just get on the phone? And QB's autopsy report, blackmail letter, and village superstitions.
You and Athena. So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena?
I met her during a trip to Europe.
Huh?
She did tell you she went there.
You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before?
Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law.
I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time. So,
Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her, and I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Aw, it's nothing special.
Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
It's just, I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard.
Not literally, I hope.
I know, right?
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer, and at the tender age of 18, no less.
Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
Intrigue.
All right, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck.
Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
I'm gonna go visit our client again.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Time to see what's new down at the detention center.
All right. Brace yourselves, kids. Oh, it looks normal enough right now.
April 18th, detention center, visitor's room.
Mayor, Tinema, he wanted to talk to you about something. Eek!
So, my minions have returned.
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste.
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon every sentence. Starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom.
Yes, you should.
Come on now. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now, ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Let's talk to this demon.
Feathers and tracks.
Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Tenmataro, king of the underworld they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. Caw-caw, caw-caw.
The prosecution claims the feathers and the tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Mayor Tinema, oh, is that you?
Yeah, I think we snapped him out of it.
Yeah.
Well now, Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Scooby, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him.
Yikes. So,
Raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash.
so, you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with the statue. I better ask about this too.
So let me present that.
Present that statue.
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. And it had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Scooby, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck.
So it was a gift to Mayor Tenma.
Of that, Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it?
Yep, maybe that might be the central key to this whole thing.
All right, well, let's continue to talk to him.
What you remembered.
Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber.
Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Oh, God, I would hope not.
Bah, I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it.
Oh.
He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
but no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal, you would have me, Tenma Toro, act as some asinine alchemist. I but asked the jailer and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Ha 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 ha!
Always an honor to serve your benevolence. Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of.
Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening, long, long ago would I have made my return.
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works.
Looks like we know who we're going to be talking to next. Forbidden chamber key added to the court record.
Key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. No fingerprints can be lifted from it. I should question him about the blackmail letter too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Well, what are you waiting for? Show it to him.
Yeah, thanks for the layup.
Why this? This is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently, somebody slipped it into the Alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Caw. You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal.
All right, blackmail letter. Who placed this in the Alderman's pocket?
Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the Alderman's pocket.
Yep, so we got a short list of people we can grill.
Could it have been his doing?
Who? His? Mr. Mayor, Mr. Toro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Labelle.
Oh, here we go.
Full knowledge of that briefcase's contents did that aide possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
There we go.
Yes.
Everything's starting to come together.
Yes, sir.
That is preposterous.
He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
Seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the Alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent Labelle. Here comes justice.
Oh, I'd love to see you try. Sorry.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals.
Damn right, sister. Thanks for the help. You just given us a major lead.
Blackmail letter updated in the court record.
Threatening later sent to the mayor was highly likely that it was LaBelle who took it from the mayor's briefcase.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have been the motive for him to open the forbidden chamber?
What indeed?
Yes. We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help.
All right, well, we're moving.
I think we go to Yokai Lane, see if she's there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's a couple places we can look. Either Yokai Lane, the Manor of Gardens, or the Manor itself.
April 18th, Ninetailsville, Yokai Lane. Hey, isn't that...
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Jinxie might be possessed.
Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Inksy?
Go.
So that's
She's acting strange.
yeah. So this is what she said.
You dare imprison me?
Oh boy. Oh God. Oh man. Oh boy.
You shall pay.
Here.
Okay, let's run it back, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. No good nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine and despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you all right?
I don't know. She might need to see a doctor.
Ah! Oh, finally. I think she may have snapped out of her senses. That was demonic,
was
by
weird.
the way, in a good way.
But here's the thing. Yeah, that was a great voice. Her charms are gone from her head, though.
Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie. Well, I think it is. Doesn't look like morning to me. I mean,
It looks, well, I don't know. Depends on the position of the sun.
It's the screen isn't updating.
oh, right.
Okay. I got an idea. Let me see if I can stream quality. I'm going to go down to 30 and do 1080 and see if that helps.
All right. Good morning. Isn't it already past noon? What am I doing here? As I remember, I lay down and take a nap back at the manor. Oh no, that must have been the Makagreshi.
Oh, nice pronunciation by Makura Geishi?
What?
What?
That sounds like an ancient dish.
I'm awake after a restless night's sleep just to find your pillow in unusual fate. Or that you've been sleeping on the floor in the hallway. And it's that your guy's fault. The Makagaishi preys on people while they sleep.
It sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag.
Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead?
Indeed.
I don't. Oh, they must have fallen off. Out then, evil things can creep into me.
Phrasing.
Yikes, bro. I'd say we had a more than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I'd better reapply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
That was something I wanted to tell you too. I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? Well,
Let's talk to her. What you remember?
Of course. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remember lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and try it. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
What? Wait, what? Are you sure?
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo.
Why?
Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers in the tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it'll totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on.
Uh-oh.
Jinxie's fuzzy memory from the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that.
Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something.
Yeah, well, always believe in your client. The Forbidden Chamber.
Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. And they say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
Oh, a riddle.
A secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the fox chamber.
That twinkly light. I gotta go find that again.
But only Alderman Cubey knew what it was and how it worked.
Yikes.
Yikes, bro.
So much for that.
The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the Mana's master key won't open it. And that's because it's a very special room that must never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so...
So, the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain.
Forbidden Chamber key updated. The key the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. There's only one of its kind.
All right.
What's the story telling us?
Yeah, I don't either we're presenting. Yeah, we are going to present something. So it's either the diagram, the statue. Oh yeah, we wanted to ask her about that.
Alderman Cubey made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
What? Oh, I see what you mean. The cut portion is missing.
Oh.
The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration.
Oh, totally different meaning.
That's pretty. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the Alderman and I. That was just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind.
Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record.
A token of goodwill made in secret. Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Whoa, uh-oh.
My bracelet, it's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
In justice we trust.
Yikes!
Ghost.
Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here?
I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
That's not how it works, sister.
Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we want to ask, but I can't tell you that now, can I?
Come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So, you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then.
Now come along, Miss Tenma, to the station with you. Oh boy.
Well,
He took her away.
missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out.
I just hope they let us in now. Well,
Fulbright's off to the station, so April 18th, Kyubi Manor. Garden. Oh, hear this motherfucker. Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle.
And he's got blue hair, too.
Apollo, let's ask him about you know what.
oh yeah. Before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask him about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers? What do you want with me?
Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming from?
Does he seriously have a cell phone on his shoulders? You'll have to excuse me. Hello, LaBelle here.
What the?
Wow,
Those-
that's
those-
actually really convenient.
Those things on his shoulders are cell phones?
Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare. Ugh.
Where do you buy clothes like that?
I
Seriously.
guarantee you don't find that at the Burlington Coat Factory.
Definitely not the trash can.
The trash can't be too good for it. Surprised? This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me.
You simply don't have an eye for beauty.
If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind.
Ooh, got his ass.
Ooh, roasted.
So, what do you want with me?
Well, let's hit him with that blackmail letter.
I want to get right to the pink meat here. What is that?
It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Ultimate Kyubi. It was sent to Mayor Tenma.
And your point being?
Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered.
Oh, you don't say.
You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally, you...
Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes.
Or my eyes fall from their sockets.
Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect?
No shit.
What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place?
Well...
My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, You have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage.
Ah! You can't destroy evidence like that!
Oh, no. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now.
You've just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy.
You just made the list.
All right, let's talk to him, at least.
Yeah, so he crumpled it up and he tossed it into garbage. What?
I said he's giving so much cunt. I love him.
Yeah, he is definitely. Did you see Tenmataro?
Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenmataro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, why did you... Ah!
Very well, I admit it. That's right. I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tenmataro.
So he did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him?
I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie.
Protect Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little... Hold on. Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers.
Which one are we talking about?
The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenmataro.
That one's new to me.
Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Tenmataro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell us more about that rumor.
Rumor
about Jinxie.
So, what was that rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly. Then she starts wandering around and doing strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it,
Yeah.
you shall know the terror that is mine.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, that whole gimmick where she was just sitting there transfixed.
That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did? It's a cutscene time.
Oh, that's fucked.
Whoa!
Yo.
No way. That can't be. That can't be.
No.
Nerd. I wish I never asked.
Yeah, this is super weird.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession.
Then maybe.
So you do understand. That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making.
Now wait a minute. Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene.
Man, it's not looking good.
Did she leave those black?
Yeah, phony baloney.
Yup.
Yeah.
Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself?
Apollo, let me ask Mary Tinema about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk with him.
Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know.
I Guess that's it for now.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world.
Stop the bus. I'm getting off.
Now, I wonder if advertising it on the TV is important. Because remember, old Filch was watching TV too. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare.
You don't say.
Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants.
Peasants?
This is my latest product. I'm calling it Color Me LaBelle. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water.
That could be important. Guess that means you can't sweat.
I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads.
Yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius.
Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do?
Better take it before you get a face full of cologne.
Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle.
Color Me LaBelle added to the court record.
Hair color that washes out with water. It's formed LaBelle's own brand and isn't available to the general public. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We've still got to find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Well, let's go.
Let's move.
Da-da-da-da-da. Charge!
April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber.
Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber?
We'll just have to open it to find out.
We should also see if there's anything the killer could have hide in this room.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started.
Apurate, Apollo. Apurate.
Apúrate.
Apurete, Apollo, apurete.
So what? Quick Spanish lesson.
Apúrate. Hurry up.
What's this?
So
It's a
okay.
folding screen, but what?
Yeah, I'm thinking something's going on behind the folding screen.
2 foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. 2 foxes. There are 2 fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well.
I got an idea. And Athena's up.
Maybe the key. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it.
Well, it does have 2 foxes on it, and there are 2 fox statues in front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole place upside down.
She's as excited as a kid in a candy store.
I think.
Look underneath the table.
Well,
you want to look for that? Wait, that cup.
Well,
you know that glittering thing.
Well, the glittering thing was over here. So. And this is Thena.
The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in the gesture of goodwill.
Maybe Ultimate QB was planning on. Maybe Ultimate QB was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Tenma.
But he was murdered instead by somebody who intervened.
The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he'd been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution.
I would have probably held on to that blackmail letter, to be honest with you, instead of letting the bell, crumple it up like that. So, all right.
Maybe the killer hid under this table.
That would be a terrible hiding place. The Ultimate's body would have been right above.
Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait. There's something under the table.
Let's check it out.
Right.
Let's see. There,
Oh,
that cup.
Oh!
Hey, look! There's something down here.
Cup.
Just like she said.
It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what?
Oh, I know! It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill.
So this piece broke off and rolled under the table?
Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record.
Jinxie is... okay.
Yeah, so there he goes. So then, so check it out. There's the two foxes, right?
There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of them on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it?
This statue moves.
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap.
I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air.
Bold.
Right. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid.
I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in.
Oh, we already found it though. So
Oh, look behind the screen.
look behind the screen.
Oh, look at the. It's pointing at the screen. Try that. Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna look at it again. Maybe they're gonna put two. Yeah, they're gonna put two and two together here.
Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well.
Here we go.
Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to the folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it.
Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole room upside down.
Looking as excited as a kid in the candy store.
All right. So
What is story telling us?
well, I'm pretty sure I can rotate it. You know.
No, I don't think so.
Let's do it again. Hang on. The carving in the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on either side. Glaring, come to think of it, there are two foxes. Can't be a coincidence. The statue moves.
Okay, the statue moves.
No, I think it's the same dialogue, it looks like.
It is.
Yeah, still. How the heck do I move it?
Well, what's story
All
telling
right.
us?
Oh,
you
I guess
gotta look
they're gonna look at the door. Yeah.
Still no keyhole, huh?
Hey, and the door won't budge. It's like those spiky bangs of yours.
Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door.
Oh, I know. I'll break it down with my body slam.
I love that face, by the way. It's like, oh.
I seriously doubt you could do that.
Hey, who are you to doubt Al Dandy?
How do you know if you haven't seen me try?
No, wait, don't!
Ugh.
As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match.
I really thought she was gonna hoist him in the air.
Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the forbidden chamber at this rate.
There's something about it there's something about that folding screen. You know all those fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something.
I mean, I've been seeing it for the past 3 minutes now.
Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb.
Well, let's go examine it. Do it again.
Yeah.
On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye.
Let's check every last inch of it.
I can rotate the folding screen with the right stick. And if I spot anything of interest, I can press X on it to inspect it further.
You can also zoom in and out with X and circle to get a better look.
So it's not the fact that they're facing away from each other, they're facing toward each other.
Now let's check every last inch of it.
Look on the other side.
Oh,
Look at this. That one key on the one side. Try that. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key.
We're definitely getting warmer.
Okay, let's take an even closer look. The keyholes. Remember the keyholes?
yep, those two.
What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something.
You think it could be the keyhole to the forbidden chamber?
Wait, what about that key drawn on the end of the screen? You think the two are related?
A key and a keyhole. Ooh, I just got an idea. If we fold the screen up just right, the key and the keyhole should overlap.
Hey, I think you're right.
Let's give it a try.
Huh. Huh.
Huh.
Hoop. So they
Oh.
face, I was right, they face each other.
Look, a door.
Yeah, and it's open too.
The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other?
Da 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 da.
Big brain moment.
Apollo, let's go check out those two statues.
Big brain moment indeed.
Yep.
Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. Uh-oh. Oh, snap.
Boom shakalaka.
Look! A lock appeared.
Now we can use that key.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Ta-da!
It worked!
It's time to see why this chamber is so forbidden.
What secrets could it hold, I wonder?
That's either treasure or a costume or something. April
Or
18th.
another dead body.
Ooh, that would be gnarly. Forbidden Chamber.
Ugh. These doors need some serious oil.
Ugh. That was like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours.
Well, there's more feathers.
Look, more feathers.
And some hair color.
Well, now. More money. Oh, God.
Yikes.
Eek!
What the heck is that? Is that a Tenmataro statue? But there's something odd about it.
All I know is I don't like it. But I can't explain why.
You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you?
What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look!
What? What is it?
Over there on the left! There's a bunch of staves on that rack!
Yep, staves. And
They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier.
so one of them went missing.
You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying?
Yeah, I bet our Tenmataro impersonator really did come in here at some point.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's search this place.
You heard the lady. Let's comb this thing like a hairbrush.
What is that thing doing on the ground?
What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long.
Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what brand it is.
Je suis Lebel. What?
Oh.
LaBelle?
What?
What the?
Well.
But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here?
Say it with us, everybody. What a twist.
What the twist?
What a twist.
What a twist. I guess
Swerve
so.
flipping right.
Why?
Yeah, swerve.
Well, whoever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped his hand cream at that time.
In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than...
Florence LaBelle!
Yep.
This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow.
Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenema.
Hand cream added to the court record. An item that was recently dropped in the Forbidden Chamber. It bears the Je suis LaBelle logo.
Let's keep looking.
Yes, let's keep looking. Why not?
Let's look at these feathers.
Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox Chamber.
That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why?
Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here. I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb.
But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the Forbidden Chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder.
Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this scroll doing on the table here?
Oh boy, looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it.
Huh.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at that. There's a golden nugget.
Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy, some sort of monk, maybe?
A monk? What are you talking about?
So, of course there's a motive. Money.
You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training.
Wouldn't that just be a hiker?
The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena.
I mean, you say it that way.
Oh, look. There's some yellow thing strapped to his back.
Well,
Look
at this.
Whoa! It's turning into Tenmataro!
What?
Uh-oh.
What's that scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born?
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy.
Here hath Tenmataro been imprisoned.
A stone lantern.
Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch?
That's cute.
Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there is no switch.
Oh, here it is.
What?
It was hidden out of sight.
I see Temataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want.
What's this?
Looks like a gravestone or something.
It reads, "Here lies Timataro, age 80.
What? That's very specific.
Oh. Interesting.
Cause of death? Choked on a chicken bone."
That's ridiculous.
Say it ain't so! Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism.
Oh.
I'm not scared.
Like opium on her.
Freak out central right here, baby.
Put it out, Widget.
Denial is strong in this one.
Just as strong as the Force. Oh, look at this ugly mug.
Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall.
Check out that window.
Well, oh, yeah. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. But the Tenmataro in the scroll didn't have one.
I wonder why.
I feel like this could be significant, but why?
Probably because it lines up with the jangly sound.
Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here.
Ah, Apollo, are you sure this is a good idea?
Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue.
Don't open it. Who knows what it might be in there?
Too late.
It's just a big empty compartment.
But what was stored in it, I wonder?
And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time.
That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it. And
Wait! There is something in here! Ooh,
What?
looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty. I can't tell what it's supposed to be.
Looks like an imp leaning in to eat some porridge?
Wonder what it's doing here.
Forbidden chamber figure added to the court record.
Figured that had been left inside the Tenmataro statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggested it had been there for some time.
Well, I don't know if you want to be removing things from a sacred chamber like that, not unless you want a boulder
Right.
chasing you.
Yeah, but check. Look at that window.
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's how he could have probably gotten out.
Oh, look! There's an air vent here, too!
I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation.
So that's how the killer was able to get in without using the key.
But I don't think anyone could reach this one either.
Yeah, there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads.
Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so...
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the case after all.
Yeah, it does. It always. There's always a link.
Hey, look at that rack of staffs. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like one's missing. The Tenmataro Jinxie saw must have taken it.
I have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there's so many here?
Maybe they're spares? Timataro might be, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare staffs handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it.
Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath.
Yes, that about wraps it up. What now?
We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie?
Yeah. I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenmataro. Let's go.
All
What are
right,
we waiting for?
see if there's anything else going on. Otherwise, we're going back to the foyer. Charge!
Charge! April 18th, QB Manor, foyer.
It's the curse of Tanmataro.
Hey!
Eek!
You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will you?
Ah! Youch! What's all this about a curse?
Tanmataro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions?
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing with my widget around your neck? He's mine. You better.
You know better.
You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that.
The same goes for my bracelet.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
got that too.
sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
He's probably trying to pilfer
Said that
it.
last time.
Mm.
He almost kidnapped my sweetheart, little widget.
The big jerk.
I'm sorry.
I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened.
And more of the Super Mario Brothers 3 references.
Yes.
Love it. All right, let's talk to him. Stealing.
I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal widget?
Mercy, mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins.
Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this.
What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me.
It's none other than the Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich to give to the poor he did. So Robin Hood. And
Yep.
he'd leave one Odo's figures at the scene of the crime, like Sly Cooper. What's more, I'm his grandson, because he was my grandpappy.
Thanks, Bug.
Wow, you don't say!
Thieves' honor. It's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kodo, washer of money, giver outer of wealth, reborn.
What?
Should I use a different voice for the reborn?
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's fine.
All right.
Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit.
Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yes, it looks just like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Forbidden Chamber figure updated in the court record. Figure discovered inside the Tembataro statue. Apparently, it's something a certain thief leaves at the scene of a theft.
Oh, so there was something else that was in that compartment.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing with that there figure?
Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever.
Could have made my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that there chamber.
Ha ha!
Treasure?
Yeah, so let's ask him about
Forbidden
that.
Chamber treasure. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
There's something amazing in there? Didn't see anything like that, though.
Well, what about that other scroll? And besides, we have our motive now.
Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he?
Seeing how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. But he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor.
Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. Tembataro sighting. In court, you mentioned seeing Tembataro near the scene of the crime.
Sorry, I couldn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
The people of Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tembataro.
Darn right, them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I'll tell you. That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on.
So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale?
Yep, I'm gonna keep living here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are just like a rule book to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney.
Probably because of the I'm going to probably say the superstitions book. Yep.
It's clearly written right here. Ignore the superstitions will cost you your soul.
Oh.
There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us.
Yep.
You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now.
Indeed.
What?
I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yops!
Tembataro sighting. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry, but I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tembataro?
It's all the pretty boy's fault. Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean.
Now they're going to start rolling on him.
He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. So he said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you? Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Because he did something.
Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid girl. That little maid girl. It was on account of that rumor. The one about her being possessed.
That rumor again.
I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenema about the possession rumor.
Ouch! Hey, watch it! Village superstition stolen by Phineas Filch.
Yeah, well, he can keep them.
I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it.
Was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenmataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes you want to say pass.
So I'm pretty sure we're moving, and we're moving back to the detention center. I was right.
Okay, April 18th, detention center, visitor's room.
This is Athena.
Oh, sorry. Lord Tenema, your attorneys are here to see you. Your
Malevolence.
malevolence.
He's got that charm on his head.
Oh.
Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenema, you've returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed.
Huh?
She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least, that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh?
Oh no!
Oh no.
No match is this warding charm for me!
Ah! The charm!
Cinnamon Taro's back.
Those foolish mortals! They shall regret blaming that child for my doings.
Ah! I blew it! That question brought that yokai back! And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either! Let's talk to him,
Alright,
please.
let's talk to him.
Rumor about Jinxie. We'd like to ask you about something your aide, Florent LaBelle, mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal? No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Please! We already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene! But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name!
But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence.
Hey, Apollo. I think I got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Really?
Sure. I should be able to use my psychology to explain that whole possession thing.
Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts.
The real story.
Mayor Tenema, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of
Somnambulism.
somnambulism.
That's a new word.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a new one.
Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe she's exhibiting rare forms of the disorder. It's usually brought on by represented stress.
Repressed stress.
Stress.
Or repressed. Sorry. Let's see. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job at the Nine Tails Vale?
When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it. That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level.
So then, the Tenma Taro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Sleepwalking, hey?
That would indeed explain the matter.
Look! Tenma Taro's spirit! It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Timitar?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Feathers and tracks.
Wow.
Mayor Tenema, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it.
You suspect Florent is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Ninetails' veil that badly?
Can you think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenma Taro for a spell. Could it be?
Well,
Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenma Taro. Well, I mean, he mentioned it.
that's crazy! Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenma Taro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that?
Tell it enough times, they'll believe it.
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenemataro thing.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Your dinner is ready, Your Malevolence.
An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there.
The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it.
Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time.
Yes, Your Malevolence, I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next? Now that we know the truth, he won't be able to claim that the Tenma Taro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore.
But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him?
And can we get that blackmail letter back? So we really shouldn't have given that to him.
Meanwhile, back at the Kyubi Manor foyer, on April 18th, no less.
Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, oh heck, what was the next part again?
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. Now, 100 times more, and we're done.
What on earth are they practicing?
Aw, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yikes!
Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Filch LaBelle's wallet just now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Pfft, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession of being the Tenma Taro imposter would be nice right about now. Let's
talk to him. Taro's true identity.
Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenma Taro.
Filchy, you fool! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth.
So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenma Taro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tenma Taro.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle. Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. So Filch says,
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenmataro was a jinx. Why would he? Yow!
I said Tenmataro was jinxy, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes.
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait till then.
Oh, I'll be waiting with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
What? Was I sleeping? Oh, it's been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Maybe right sleepy indeed.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you. I don't know the lesson. I ain't coming out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Right up the snoozle.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
No, please, anything but another lesson.
These two rogues.
Here they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms.
Okay, we're getting to the finish line here, kids. April 18th, Nine Tails Vale, Yokai Lane. Oh boy.
She's sleepwalking again.
Yes, a nine-tailed fox. My grudge has but festered over time. Huh?
Hang on. Okay, here, we'll start from, take it from the top.
Accursed nine-tailed fox. The time for settling the score is nigh. My grudge has but festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine.
He must be zest. Sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plaster on my forehead.
Screw that, man. Cords of steel, brother.
Psst. Jinxie?
Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Liar. My charms must have fallen off again.
I wonder if those are like caffeine strips or something.
Whew. Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie?
And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. A new charm released.
Yeah, which one?
What, they're releasing charms now? Like books or something?
I thought she made them herself.
Hmm.
Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro. It shows them dancing together.
Really?
Really?
Two bitter rivals dancing together?
Are you sure you're not talking about that cup?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right. For the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. He'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers... Ah!
No fighting.
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she's lying about.
Okay,
Let's talk to her.
What you remember?
Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman and QB were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out on the chair.
I think that last sentence. I knew it. She's holding something back. Well, receive.
All right, so let me see if I can figure this out on my own.
All right. No need to recite. She's twitching that charm.
Yep.
And that charm's gone. I better stop before I pull an eye ligament.
I'll do it again.
Do it again.
I found it, so yeah, because I saw that she was twitching it.
Here we go. Gotcha! You were very nervous when you said, "That's all he said," weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm.
Huh?
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
That was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
Could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
Well, he has horns.
What? Okay, time to talk.
All right.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Like what?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB."
Oh no.
Ah!
He said what?
Oh, God.
The mayor actually confessed to the crime?
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
But he didn't mean it, of course. He couldn't possibly know what he was saying. He was probably just possessed. He's in the middle of a nightmare.
A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we gonna do now?
Wow, so we have a confession.
Return to the basics?
That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon.
Right. Just believe my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
He most likely does.
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
Why would the mayor confess like that?
Could he really have been dreaming? Or simply delirious?
I mean, he did get hit on the noggin pretty bad. Or maybe he was trying to protect his daughter.
Who knows? But I sure feel like I live in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something.
I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman Kyubi and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
He was hiding behind the screen.
Our mystery person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was open. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenemataro.
But Papa and the alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenemataro's Florent LaBelle.
Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style.
There we go. And to be continued.
Well, it's
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they?
yeah, it's nearly 2 hours. So
Yep.
What do you think? What do you say?
Yep. I think we need to let this marinate for a little bit, because I'll tell you what.
About to pick up.
Yeah, business is about to pick up. That is for sure.
Yeah,
So,
so-
now things start to make a lot more sense. But I guarantee you, the last few clues are going to come together in court. So, we will be back in 2 weeks' time. That's right, fans. And I'll make an official post on the Facebook page. And I apologize for not being on Facebook this week, as we're having problems. 2 weeks' time, we will be back, and we might do a stream unrelated in the interim. Package and I got to figure that out. But tune in, and be sure to tune in. So, for Misty Jin, for Keyblade Sonic, for Madison Warren.
Misty Warren.
I'm the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the package, Andrew Steele.
We are the Steele Brothers, and we are for real. Top guys out. Ciao.
Adios, muchacho.
See ya.
Bye.